And we should be live. This is gonna be
Right, let's go.
this is gonna be painful if the Heat. I mean, either way, the outcome tonight is gonna be a fucking pain. But
It says live and 2:24. Let's go.
yeah, just refresh. There you go. Shows up for me. Yeah, this is gonna be something. Was not expecting to do anything related to the play-in games, but because the Heat had to go and lose, we here.
This is gonna be a painful watch if it goes how I expect it to go.
If the Heat end up losing, I can at least make good content out of that with just making their reaction to the loss a separate thing.
If they win, then like, what are we gonna have to look forward to? Heat Celtics again?
Either way, we're gonna get a good side video on it. Either the Heat gonna get swept by the Celtics and get my reaction to that, or the Heat lose to Chicago and we get my reaction to that. One thing I've learned through the sports YouTube over the past couple years is the watchers love pain.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
I've watched enough fucking Packers fans reactions, Bronco fans reaction, Cowboys fan reactions, Patriot fans reactions. We're 14 minutes out from tip off. This is oh boy. ESPN's posing the question. We might as well answer this as well. What does the future look like for the Heat? It honestly kind of just doesn't depend.
It's about as bright as the ocean that one submarine sank in. What was it called? The Titan or something? Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
The one they use a Logitech gaming controller.
Woj answered it as the Heat are in good position to get another star, and they are. They have the assets to get another star. Which, if they
I don't think I agree with Woj.
They have assets to get another star. Now the question is, how big of a star would that star be?
Mitchell was out of Cleveland, from what I remember.
Yeah, there has been reports from from each offseason basically that he wants to go to Miami. So
Dame is probably gonna want out.
If Milwaukee loses in the first round, which we'll get to my predictions on that around halftime.
He wants out anyway.
Probably, yeah.
He's hated life in Milwaukee this entire season.
Because he didn't want to be in Milwaukee in the first place.
No one wants to be in Milwaukee. It's an awful city.
I mean...
Not because of the people, just because of the weather.
Yeah. Atlanta blew these fucker... Atlanta got killed by Chicago. If we lose this... Honestly, if we lose this, it just means I get to pay more attention to the Florida Panthers.
But you made a mistake there, Blake. Atlanta didn't lose them.
Yeah, that's why I corrected.
Trae Young lost them.
Yeah, that... I mean, it's hard to put too much pressure on Trae Young because he was just coming off of injury.
He literally he's been the worst defender in the league the entire season.
That's been the Hawks in general, though.
He's in the 0th percentile for defenders. He is the standard for a bad defender.
I wouldn't say he's the standard. There's definitely probably worse defenders out there that just don't get talked about nearly to the same level because they're not.
According to statistics, Trae Young is the worst.
Yeah. There's some really good playoff matches, and then there's whatever the fuck this matchup against the Celtics is gonna be.
If it's both Celtics, it's going to be a good game.
No, it's not.
Yeah, I like watching Kobe White.
It'll be good for Kenny. And even then, it might not be. I think both Heat fans and both Bulls and Heat fans are in a boat of just get the lottery pick.
Yeah, I mean, but still. I think Bulls have a better future than the Heat right now. So
The Bulls still need to trade pieces. They haven't really even started their rebuild yet.
the Heat needs to start the rebuild, the beginning of the rebuild process. Still, at the very least, Chicago's done that by getting Kobe White.
True. I mean, but again, it's not in the Heat nature to do a full on rebuild. That's kind of to the detriment.
Yeah, the closest they ever did it was getting Dwayne Wade in '03.
Yeah. Okay. As long as
But
if
even
we
then, they
lose,
immediately
if the Heat lose,
speed
let it
ran
be
it
to
by
a
getting
star
Shaq.
player. Like, do not let another fucking Nicholas Batum shit happen.
It's gonna be another Nicholas Batum.
It's gonna be fucking Andre Drummond. I can already tell.
He's a good defender, not necessarily a good offensive player, but still.
Neither is Batum, but yet Batum still put up like what 22.
Yep. Hitting more threes than like 3 games of play combined.
It's just Io DeSumo going off for no reason. I mean, he's averaging 12. Torrey Craig's averaging 5. On Drummond's averaging 8. It's gonna be someone averaging less than 10.
Oh, Caruso is playing.
Yeah. Why wouldn't he?
He said he was doubtful yesterday.
I believe Duncan Robinson is back. But really,
Duncan Robinson being back doesn't necessarily mean it's a good pick.
Yeah, as long as Tyler Hero doesn't shoot fucking 9 for 27 again, we should be fine.
Look, if Duncan Robinson decides that today is the day he wants to start playing a lick of defense, then that'll be good for you.
We just need anyone to play fucking defense. We just need a good second half. I feel confident about the first half of this game. Is when we get to the second half where I'm like, what the fuck's gonna happen there?
I don't even think you should be confident at the first, honestly.
We're a solid first half team.
Yeah, but that's with Jimmy Butler on the court.
Not necessarily. And during the regular season when Jimmy wasn't playing, we were still a solid first half team.
You know, there it is. This is the issue with being a regular season team.
I wouldn't even call the Heat a
If it
regular
injure-
season team. We're the fucking 8th seed fighting for our lives.
Not even rather a playoff team is what I meant there.
Yeah.
The issue was trying to tank it into the fucking playoffs and then start being a good team. Someone gets injured, you're fucked.
I mean, it depends on who gets injured. We saw last year that if Tyler Hero is the one who goes down, it don't really matter. But of course, it had to be fucking Jimmy.
The literal most important player for the entire team. Literally the most important player you've had in 10 years.
Yeah, basically. Since I put the LeBron jersey in the wrong spot. Hold on.
Needed for this game.
There we go. Since that man back there. Got the LeBron jersey in the background. I'm wearing my Shaq jersey. I just think it would be hilarious if we're the ones who beat Boston. Like, knock them out in the first round after the season they had. It's incredibly unlikely, but... There were Heat fans claiming last year that we couldn't beat Milwaukee in the first round.
I don't know if you can do it again, I'll be honest.
Jimmy. If we
Yeah.
had Jimmy, I would say there's a chance, but without him, it's gonna be.
Look, even if you had like Rozier playing and Jimmy was out, I still don't think you would win. But the fact that he's also out
Yeah.
is
If we had Rozier, what, Thursday night, I would have felt like we would have won that game. But Rozier being injured is just like, what's the fucking point of the trade deadline then?
you can't even rely on like, oh, maybe Josh Richardson will step up because he's injured too.
He's been injured since the second matchup against Boston.
Yeah, he would probably be pretty helpful during this game.
Instead, we got DeLon Wright as a backup one.
Yep.
Yeah, this may throw
Juan
Wright
Wright
out
being a
there.
backup for anyone is a bad thing, but it's oh my god, he's your actual starting point guard right now.
Hero starts at the one though.
When did they start putting him at the one?
Since he came back from injury, basically. And since Rozier went down.
No wonder why you lost last game if you're playing him at one.
Yeah. It is also probably just like Jimmy getting injured also probably lost us that game.
A lot of things lost you that game.
True. Like again, letting Nicholas Batum fucking become Steph Curry.
I I could definitely say I would have preferred to go up against the Heat, but I guess that's not happening.
Nope. I mean, y'all should still be able to handle Philly pretty fun.
There is always a chance that Joel Embiid decides to do what he should be doing in the postseason.
But I mean, he's still dealing with that injury. He's not at 100%.
Plus, being against New York with a home court advantage is the worst possible outcome.
Yeah, especially with if Embiid was fully healthy, it would have been somewhat solid. But geez, what the fuck is the starting lineup? Hero at the one, Caleb at the two, Jaime at the three, Jovic at the four, and Bam at the five. That is potentially a playoff starting lineup. Yeah.
It is not looking good.
Not at all. But again, the Heat always find a way to pull off some magical shit. Just gotta handle. If Chicago of all teams is what fucking eliminates us, I would be fine if it's Boston because Boston's like a legitimately solid team this year.
Yeah, I mean they're the one seed for a reason. The best team in the league,
Yeah.
according to statistics. But
All right. The final day of the play-in. This is gonna go fucking great. I can already tell. in what is most likely the last game at the Casera Center, because again, I do not have too much faith, but you never know. Just gotta beat Kobe White, who dropped 42 in Atlanta. I didn't realize how much the NBA draws out the fucking player intros and shit. By now, we would already be getting the kickoff and other shit for. We already had the kickoff for the UFL stuff in the NFL.
But you got to keep in mind the presentation is one of the most important parts of the NBA.
I mean, yeah. They definitely put a lot of money into like the graphics and shit for all this, but at the end of the day, it's just not necessary. The fucking camera flying animation showing the logos, like why? 9 seed leads the 8v9 matchup 3-2 when playing games. Perfect. I still can't believe the Heat are really having that as a starter lineup because of injuries. Jesus Christ. Alright, great. Chicago wins the tip.
Is that Hero jumping up and down like a
It was,
fool?
yeah. And we leave Vucevic wide open. Fantastic starter in defense. I don't even know who they're gonna try to run the offense
That's a
through
great
today.
start.
Nice fade away from Bam. Honestly, that was one thing with the Sixers game is Bam got like barely any shots up. As Caruso with the three.
Well, how ahead of are you right now?
I don't know. All right. I mean, unlike the Sixers game, at least the shots are falling early. Both teams started like 1 for 12 in Philly. Now neither team can miss. Chicago already got 2 threes up. That's fantastic.
Yep.
Okay, Heat fans have been kind of not clamoring, but like during the offseason, during the Dame shenanigans and all that, saying that like, Hero's a viable asset. This is his chance to prove it. Like today, and if we do win in the Boston series, if he can be the lead man and actually like hold his own and step up his game.
That's I don't even think I could agree with Hero even ever being able to do that fully.
He hasn't. To be fair, injuries have hindered his chances, but that's what this playoff run would
Misses a
be his
wide
chance.
open three. Yeah, that's
And then was that DeMar hitting the three on the other end? It was.
yeah.
Maybe. All right, perfect. First, force a turnover. I don't like how much space we're giving Demar, but I mean we're playing that zone defense that we did against Philly. That was the other thing we didn't
I
adjust in the second half to with our defensive side. We just kept the zone up, and Philly was not falling for it.
by the way, I just want to fully know how ahead you are. What is the timer looking like for you right now?
8.5. As Jovic just hit a three.
All right, that's
Tied.
fantastic. I'm 10 seconds behind.
And we leave shooters open. He misses a short, so we can at least take the first lead. Jaime with the and one. Okay. That's the other thing I would like to see throughout not only this game, but if we win and play Boston, I'd like to see Jaime kind of like start to show that that playoff mode if he's supposed to be like Jimmy's replacement in the future. Bam with the block. Do you feel really comfortable at the end of Jaime with the three? Do you feel
Uh,
comfortable going into halftime? We need to be up by like 20 plus.
by the way, you using that the usual thing that you used to watch these games.
I'm using YouTube TV because it's a national televised game, so it's on ESPN.
Yeah, that's fantastic. I love how fucking fast the future TV is compared to the ESPN broadcast on the
So he on what did I say, a 13-0 run after a Bam outlet pass to Jovic. And then yeah, Chicago calling timeout. That was a very solid first like half of the quarter.
It's let's just hope that he can keep it. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I just gotta keep it up. Cause like again, I'm like the first half I'm not too worried about. It's when the second half comes around that I start to question like if we can keep it up. Because like again, throughout the entire season has been like struggling in the fourth or struggling in the entire second half. Uh, so again, like the early. Are we really expecting much out of Pels Kings later today?
Uh, it could be a good game. So it's
I guess, but I mean, no Zion's gonna be rough. Here is the other possibility I would say for the today in like the first round. If Jovic also ends up playing like up a standard and to a higher level, we could see Caleb Martin on the move. like maybe not Caleb Martin,
Right.
but we can start seeing some more pieces on the move from like the depth roles because why I'm saying Caleb Martin is because I feel like the organization would like Haywood Highsmith more. But you never know. It's like either Highsmith or Martin could be on the move if Jovic cements himself throughout these playoffs. Yeah, they're showing the Jimmy injury. I didn't realize how delayed of a reaction it was to him grabbing his knee. He kind of sits for like a split second, then grabs it.
All right. By the way, I have an idea.
What?
To counter the delay, can you maybe stream yours?
It would not look well. We've been over this again. Streaming stuff on my PC, especially like games and stuff, do not go over well. I'm on my laptop to watch this. I'm on my laptop, my iPad, so that way I don't
That
get
is
any
a
issues.
immensely fair point.
Hero with the floater. Hey, keep this run going. If Chicago's can keep missing shots, just keep taking the easy stuff as we turn the ball over. Oh nope, just barely kept it from being a backcourt.
I am shocked that you got the.
Come on, Hero. That's again injuries could be playing a factor, but Hero he's just not been a very efficient shooter. If he can get his efficiency up, then we're talking of him being like a solid future piece for this team. But if he can, it's better to get rid of him while he still has a lot of value.
Uh, Maybe a change of scenery is what he needs. So difficult to
Maybe.
tell with Hero.
Yeah, especially because like since like 21, every offseason talks of he might be on the move, and he's still like trying to be a starting caliber player. When frankly, there's just a chance he could be like a better just as a six man. I mean, he did win six man of the year last 2 years ago. Be like Bam cannot be going 5 for 9 anymore. He needs to be at like the 15 plus shots a night throughout these playoffs with Jimmy out.
He's been still kind of efficient.
Oh yeah, he's been efficient, but he needs to be shooting more, especially with Jimmy out. He cannot be shooting this infrequently.
First,
Hits them both. Got a 17-0 run for the Heat. Just keep it up. God damn it, Hero. I know it's early, but jeez, gotta make those open shots. As Kobe White is arguing for a
Yeah,
foul that is
that's
not coming. Like yeah, obviously like Hero is a valuable piece as a shooter, but if he can increase his like passing efficiency as well.
as he just as he just shown, he can definitely be a decent passer.
Yeah, like he's made some great passes today so far, but again, it's just some most it's a lot of it is like the people he's passing to are just missing the shots that they're getting, but it's also like I don't know. As we leave Caruso open for a three, and damn man, Chicago is just not making anything right now. That's a layup Jovic needs to make, going coast to coast like that. What is that shot attempt, Highsmith? It's kind of weird to say, but if Hero can become a passer similar to how Kevin Love is, because Kevin Love is a great passer.
A lot of it's just due to the fact that he knows when to pass it.
Exactly. So again, it's just, if Hero can like build that like the pass IQ, it's Kevin Love with the three.
Well, I guess we can rely on anyone to hit that kind of shot. It's Love.
So like, yeah, like Hero draws the foul on that possession, but there was no need for him to even try that layup. Like, Highsmith is open in the corner and he can hit that shot. Just dish it out.
You can rely on him to hit the free throws, but
You can't rely on that being
there's
called every time.
plus there's no need to risk missing any.
Yeah, as DeLon Wright has entered the game. Hopefully Rozier will be back soon. I think he will also be a valuable piece to this team because like he was
Assuming
playing.
you win.
Yeah, assuming because like Rozier was playing extremely well, like back to his Charlotte form before getting injured.
Kind of feel bad for Rozier because he was really, really having a run of his life this season. One of his best seasons
Yeah,
ever, and then you know injured before possibly the most important game for the Heat in the last 10 years.
here we go, Hero lobbing it to Highsmith.
All right, but who would you say is the leader of this squadron right now?
Like the five that's in, it's Hero.
Or just for the game in general, who should be the leader of this?
Hero or Bam?
Like,
As
I think
I
it
think
should be Hero, but he's not doing a good job
I mean, like he's
being
being
it.
yeah, like, he's being efficient enough for Chicago, but like
He's not doing a whole lot to get his team into the game.
yeah, but again, like that's why he works better running the second unit because with the second unit he's able to kind of just like go one on one a lot easier. It's you know, if like, Hero still has a long way to go in his development. A lot of it is because of injuries. But again, it also could just be a case where like he's a yeah he gets 20 plus a game, but he just plays better coming off the bench. And if that's the case, he needs to realize that as well. Because like it takes a lot to embrace that 6 man role, like how Manu did with the Spurs. Anyway, there's like what 3 minutes left in the first. Again, like overall the Heat are playing efficiently and effectively, but there's a completely different beast playing Chicago and Boston. As yeah, first round begins tomorrow for the playoffs. We're also gonna have the UFL play-by plays tomorrow instead because I don't really care a lot about those games. Okay, Duncan Robinson is in. Heroes on the bench. This is one weird ass lineup the Heat are going with. He got Kevin Love at the 5, I believe. Hame at the 4. Highsmith most likely at the 3. Duncan at the 2 and DeLon Wright at the 1. It is good to see Duncan back though. Cause like when he's hot, the team as a whole is better off. Kevin Love with the block on Drummond. Oh, I didn't have Raymond out. Again, with 35 seconds left in the first, this is a very solid first quarter from the Heat. Just again, if we can get up massive, enter in half, I would feel confident. Good shot on me, wide open, but come on, I gotta hit that. Chicago holding for the last shot of the quarter. It's Caruso driving in, misses. Okay, so up by 17 after one. Again, a very solid first quarter, but I'm not gonna say anything just yet. I gotta wait to see how we play in the second half. Because Heat were up big against Philly, and at the end of halftime. Kenny already saying we'll see you at the draft lottery. Yes, Chicago, man, they've been playing rough so far tonight. Which again, I can't tell if it's a good or a bad thing. Because yeah, they're gonna be towards the bottom of the lottery. At least you're still in the lottery. And then that can bounce first round by Boston.
I didn't realize I've been muted this entire time. All right, cool. I was bringing up some free agents. Just wanted you to tell me your opinion on them doing Miami.
Let me hear them.
Klay Thompson.
No.
Tobias.
Fuck it, sure.
All right, James Harden.
He would cost too much. As we said, I think the idea is so that they're going to extend Jimmy in the offseason. And that's going to be our max contract.
Spicy P. Probably would cost too much, but you know, you can always let some of your guys go.
Which you probably will. I don't know.
Gordon Hayward. If he decides to play.
Yeah, I don't know if he's going to be playing next year. I was just think he kind of is just like another Duncan Robinson. So I don't see a point of him being on the team.
DeRozan's a free agent.
That that could be.
I wouldn't be against trying to salary dump people like Hero and trying to get DeRozan.
Well, if he's a free agent, then there's no need to salary dump really. Just need to like see who's gonna be walking in the first place.
Healed, who might not want to stay.
I could see Heald stay in. I think he likes the situation he's in.
And the last one I'll do before we get back to calling again. Nicholas Batum.
Fuck no.
All right.
Yes, Batum is a very solid player and all that, but I know he's not even a solid player. He just had that one fantastic game against the Heat for some fucking reason.
Hey, he used to be solid.
He used to be. And then again, he had that one fantastic game for who the fuck knows why. As I don't know, is Kobe White about to go off?
Looked like I saw 8 reach-ins there.
That's Heat defense. And we left Drummond wide open in the paint. Fantastic. But somehow he misses.
I'll make sure to cover what I think about it as soon as. Alright, yeah, that was just. How do you miss that, Drummond?
We're getting
going up
lucky.
against 2 guys who are about as tall as Justin Timberlake. You missed the shot.
We're getting lucky Chicago was missing. Because we're leaving people open.
Oh, Chicago is the one pissing me off today.
Yeah. Again, like, the Heat are playing pretty effectively.
Aside from the odd non-passing situation with the Hero.
Yeah, but that happens.
I get it. He grew up watching Allen Iverson or some shit, but like, you don't have to take every shot that he would.
Oh, but he wants to.
Believe it or not, that was the main reason why Allen Iverson didn't do well.
What was that?
A whole lot in the postseason.
I was like, who would have thought DeLon Wright is able to lock up Kobe White?
I mean, he has to, or else he isn't fucking getting signed again. It looked like someone straight tackled Kobe White.
Yeah, no, it's a loose ball foul in Chicago. And then Heat turnover.
Congratulations, Tommy Hawkins. You might just be worse than I thought you were. That's saying something.
Even though again he's playing pretty effectively today.
Everyone has a good game. Case in point. Nicholas Batum.
Yeah. Okay, Duncan, there we go. Get into a rhythm finally.
The issue is I feel like praising some of these players from the Heat. It's just I don't know if I can trust
Yeah, it's hard to tell if it's just like the Heat
this
actually like
thing.
doing well or Chicago's defense being terrible.
That and I don't know if it'll last.
That too. As Bam tries to go coast to coast and something happened there. Kaboom! Duncan with the three.
Duncan Robinson, of course, going for Clay's record tonight.
Basically. DeMar with a deep three. Oh my.
I think DeRozan hit a deep three is a sign that something awful is about to happen. He never takes those usually.
I mean, it was the end of shot clock, so it explains why he took it. And then there was a very solid drive for a layup for DeRozan. Okay, what's happening? It started.
Yeah, this is yeah, alright. And DeRozan. This is simultaneously how both the Chicago and Heat games usually go.
Yeah. And then we
Big
finally
lead in first
lose.
half, then DeRozan happens. Low game for Kobe White tonight.
Yeah, that's surprising. It just means someone else random is going to be the one who beats us.
Either that or DeRozan.
True.
Been one of the leading scorers since the All-Star break.
What is this movie trailer I'm seeing?
Looks like
Oh, it's fucking Zack Snyder. That's what it is. Okay.
it's a Rebel. What?
Okay, that was with OBS. Just disconnected and reconnected real quick. We should be fine. Yeah.
Oh, what? But I have a severe hatred for Red Bull commercials.
Why?
I just hate the art style.
The art style is not bad.
I don't. I don't want to be given wings by Red Bull.
But that's the whole slogan. Red Bull gives you wings.
Bulls don't have wings.
Hey, have you not seen the Buffalo Wild Wings mascot?
It's not a bull, it's a buffalo.
Close enough.
This is that one commercial that has the TF2 Man versus Machine song in it.
It might be. Oh, cool. More Carmelo Anthony interviews are happening. This one has him saying that the Knicks chose to play the Big Three Heat instead of the Pacers because he felt the Knicks were better suited to face Miami than challenge Roy Hibbert.
Sorry, I wasn't there for a second. Just what you said?
Melo is saying that the Knicks.
I don't want to hear it.
Okay.
All right,
How do
cool.
you
As soon as I hear the words mellow,
how do you think you're better suited to go up against the Heatles than Roy Hibbert?
because we swept them in the regular season.
Yeah, but again, shit gets amplified in the play.
I distinctly remember the season you were talking about. Yeah, we most likely would have won against the.
Well, clearly you didn't.
Yeah, because we didn't play him.
The season where he claims to have where the Knicks chose to go up against the Heatles instead of the Pacers. That hero just got fucking blocked from a country mile. Trying to lob it to Bam in double coverage? What the fuck was that, Duncan?
Just another case of the Heat offense.
Not
Being
under.
insanely sloppy.
Yep.
Sometimes I question whether or not that players know how to play basketball.
I do too. Because yeah, DeRozan just spins through three defenders and gets fouled on the layup. All right, DeRozan hits both free throws, and we're halfway into the second.
That lead is deadly depleting.
Yep. The other thing with the Heat offense, and this was talked about earlier in the season, is how selfless it is. Like just there's too many passes sometimes. Sometimes there's not enough passes. Sometimes there's too many passes.
The issue right now, not enough.
On that possession, there's too many. It's an art that the Heat just do not have. Balance of an offense, what's that? Never heard of it. Like it's only two passes on that possession. And sometimes not enough, sometimes too many. And that was a good steal. That Caleb could not fucking even come close to finishing. Jeez.
Looked like he's threw that straight into the
He got fouled.
first row.
Any kind of foul. I don't know.
He's passing that to the camera, man.
Yeah. And then he does another terrible layup. You know what the Heat offense consists of sometimes? Run straight towards the basket, then dish it out, and that person runs straight towards the basket and dish it out.
Usually consists of plays out of what seems like the Patriots playbook.
Yeah.
Like it's the wrong sport. That's
Yeah. Like we're playing like Chicago did in the first quarter.
Some feel like they don't understand that the goal is to get it into the basket, not on the ground.
Yeah, it's weird. There we go, Hero finally making another shot. It's just the consistency of the offense is not there.
I'm just glad I got to see a 3 go in this game. All right, commercial break. Back to some random possible things that he do. Just some random trade ideas. Donovan Mitchell.
That's the most likely one if the Heat are to make a trade.
Damian Lillard.
I don't see it happening. Mainly because I don't see Milwaukee giving up that early into the Dame Giannis pairing, especially if Milwaukee gets eliminated early without Giannis really having a chance to play.
Klay Thompson if he signs with the Warriors.
But it's not going to be a sign and trade, or at least it should not be a sign and trade.
Tyrese Halliburton if you can convince the Pacers.
That's not going to happen in a million years.
All right, and the last one that's on my list here. Why is Jimmer Fredette here?
I was waiting for it.
That's really odd. Why would you want BYU? What?
I was waiting for it.
He hit exactly 0 shots during his entire NBA tenure. It's crazy.
Yeah, it really.
Legend has it when LeBron was asked about how he was going to guard Jimmer Fredette, he just said, "Who?"
So close to the draft.
Can't wait to cover the draft.
Yep.
The deciding factor on which team I'm rooting for.
Yeah, wherever T. Marvin Harrison Jr. goes to. And then even then, that's only a temporary one until a Heligado neighbor enters the league. Okay, Kobe White finally getting some action here.
The winner is the loser in this game, is what the ESPN commentators are saying, pretty much.
I mean, yeah, basically. As again, like Boston is a team that no one really wants to face, but someone has to.
Yeah, unless the team name is the New York Knickerbockers. To the one person watching right now, please just do not click that.
No, clip it. You're not the only one who has the Knicks going all the way, though.
No, that's not the reason I was saying don't clip it.
What was the reason?
I don't want the first half of the Knicks name to, last with me my entire career.
Neither team is shooting good from 3-point today. Chicago win a bonus? As Kobe Wood misses the first free throw.
Heat are going for the 6.2 billion fouls, bro.
Yep. As they've shot no free throws this quarter. And Hero gets the ball stolen because he does not want to pass. Hey, Jovic with a chase down block on Kobe White. We'll take it. Get Bam more shot attempts.
Straight package is sending you straight into a worse position. I I feel like maybe someone should have told Jovic to not try as hard this game.
Again, the Heat are not in the business of purposely losing games, no matter what would benefit from
Because
that.
you're an organization of what's it called? Oh yeah, fucking idiots.
Yeah. Look, this has been such a rough quarter. God damn it, Hero. Listen, y'all are a terrible second half team, not a terrible second quarter team. Come on.
Nah, they're trying to be a terrible 75% of the game team right now.
We don't even put up 70 today.
You're gonna put up 40 by the end of the.
7 turnovers in this quarter alone, compared to 0 in the first. Like, come on. And we foul Kobe. Saying no foul there, but
Thank you to the ESPN commentator just pointing out the fact that you've had 7 turnovers this quarter.
like I just did. That was a nice block by Caleb Martin.
Well, here's the thing. I have this thing called selective hearing. Sometimes I don't want to hear you.
I didn't even realize Chicago had 6 blocks today so far.
Yeah, I mean, Chicago really doesn't want to lose to your bum asses.
They're holding for final shot at this point.
I actually heard that Kobe White, in preparation for this game, burned every single Heat retired jersey.
Yeah.
He actually burned 3 copies of Udonis Haslem.
Wait, but that also means he would have burned a Jordan jersey, which is sacrilegious thing being on the Bulls.
Yeah, that's why I said Heat retired jerseys, specifically the ones that played on the Heat.
God damn it, Bam. All right. Well, at least we can have a, a double-digit lead entering half, but I do not feel comfortable at all with it.
Especially if Bam decides to build houses every time he goes to the line.
Yep, he missed both free throws. Chicken.
Hey, he's a real nice guy. He just wants to build all those houses.
Yeah, anyway. With it being halftime, let's go over the bracket.
Alright, don't have to watch the Heat play anymore. That's a positive. Alright, so
Let me get
your bracket.
Yeah, hold on. I need to get everything showing.
It's fine, this is already scuffed enough. Yeah, just
Yeah. Yeah, one minute. There we go. Now I'm actually watching the desktop. The stream from my desktop.
it's fine, this is already scuffed enough. Yeah, just don't pay attention to the other two.
Yeah. shows better. That should do it. Yeah, that shows it all decently well. All right. So let's go in order of like actual scheduling. So begin with Orlando
And
and
by the way, for anyone who's wondering, let's see, everyone in this group that we're in individually put up $700 on the line.
yeah, totally. So,
Actually, Blake decided to put up 7,000. I don't know why he decided to go bankrupt, but it's what.
So,
You know, if he doesn't make these predictions dead on, he's never finishing godly.
I've had decent NFL playoff predictions. This is the first time doing predictions for the NBA playoffs. This is gonna be sick. Cleveland Orlando is the first one. We'll discuss. I feel like Orlando is a team where they're because they're so young. I think it's too early for them to really go on a massive run. I wouldn't be surprised if they pull off this first round win.
Mm-hmm.
But I just think Cleveland has it's not a lot more experience. But I think their series last year against the Knicks is gonna be like solid enough experience to at least win in the first round.
Cavs in 5.
Yeah. Phoenix, Minnesota will be the next one. We'll quickly go over. I Minnesota's just a better
Who
team.
cares?
Yeah. It was just
What? I don't know if I do that. The Suns swept them during the regular season.
I mean, I just don't trust the Suns.
And that was with Cat on the floor.
I just don't trust the Suns.
That is immensely fair.
Because they ended the season kind of slow. And Minnesota's pretty much in a three-way tie for the 1 seed. So like they're a high-flying team. I like where they're sitting.
Don't.
Obviously, Knicks over Philly.
Oh yeah, Knicks in 4.
Probably. At most, it will be 5. Like again, when I did the
I think
when we did the Carmelo
Joel
Anthony
Embiid will have
trade bit,
one good game, and then immediately just lose all traction.
yeah. When we did the Carmelo Anthony trade video, I mentioned in there kind of how like I really like the Knicks this season despite the injuries. They've gotten healthier. Randall is still out, but if anything, Randall hasn't played great
Who
in the
cares?
first couple playoffs. Nuggets, Lakers, yeah, just Nuggets. That one.
Nuggets in 4.
Yeah, probably. And I think the Lakers could steal one just because it's an early round matchup. But yeah, the Nuggets.
Davis has played too much. He's due for some missed games.
Yeah. Dallas and LA. This is interesting. I like Dallas finished this season off pretty strong. The Clippers have just been a dominant team for most of the season.
Yeah, there is of course the case of Harden.
Yeah, but Harden again. We saw previously with Harden in the playoffs. He can win you a series, at least in the first round.
Take you to the conference finals.
He could. Much further, I think it depends on the matchup. But everything they can get past Dallas.
Yeah, but with that being said,
Kyrie's been playing really well though. Luka's Luka.
so you bet none.
I'm gonna go with the Clippers. I'm not truly confident in it. I just think they have the more pieces. Knowing my luck, someone will get injured though.
Clippers in 5.
Bucks and Pacers. Without Giannis, yeah, Pacers.
With Giannis, the Pacers.
True, yeah, the Pacers dominated the Bucks in the regular season, but of course that doesn't truly matter. But Giannis being injured,
Who do you think is going to carry them to any sort of a win?
Dame.
Lame time?
You not just say lame time.
That's what he's became. That's what he's become.
I mean, kind of, yeah.
Dame time doesn't exist anymore. It's just more proof that the Portland Trailblazers are a fake franchise.
Kind of, yeah. Thunder over whoever wins tonight, and then Celtics over whoever wins tonight. There's not really
That's not a difficult prediction.
yeah. I mean, like, if it's the Kings, maybe, but Shea is just something else. Knicks over the Pacers then in the second round. Although I could,
I don't think it's particularly going to be close. I'll be
it
honest.
most likely wouldn't. But I wouldn't be completely.
The Pacers
shocked.
beat us before, but that was with injuries.
Yeah, I wouldn't be completely shocked, but I don't expect it to happen. Celtics over the Cavs. Like everything is shaping up for this.
Yeah, the Celtics are sweeping them.
Yeah, like Boston again, really solid team. Everything's pretty much shaping up for it to be their year. Now, will it actually? I don't think so. This is where Cat being injured is going to hurt the Timberwolves. I think Denver can pretty handily beat them.
I don't think that there's going to be a downside. I think it's literally going to be the deciding factor that they lose.
Because what they didn't they play in the first round last year?
Yeah, they almost got swept.
Yeah.
Actually, they might have just got swept.
I think they did get swept. Yeah.
No, we got
yeah. So it's gonna be hard to knock off Denver. And then the Thunder and Clippers. I think this this is where the youngness of OKC is probably going to get the better of them.
What I've seen. Throughout history, it's shown that everyone on the Thunder franchise was on. I don't know how come when they make fun, they always lose.
Yeah.
It happened with Bulla City. It happened again with the Big Three. I don't see this one going much better.
And then for the Western Conference Finals, let's do that first real quick. I still think it's so hard to root against Denver. Because I think the idea is by this point the Clippers will be dealing with some injuries, potentially. Or it's just like Harden will be Harden and try to take over a game that just doesn't work out.
Yeah, Denver.
Well,
Denver's
Denver's just Denver. So now this is where who won the season series between New York and Boston?
Don't matter, we're sleeping.
This would be the closest series of the playoffs.
Hey, I've seen playoff Boston before. I'm not impressed.
True, but we haven't really seen playoff New York. Or at least not this late into the playoffs.
Playoff Brunson, you know.
Yeah.
I think I trust him on that one.
So, Mitchell Robinson's healthy, right? He's been healthy for a little bit now.
Yeah, he's been healthy and he's going to continue.
I mean...
By then, Randall could be back. So, yeah, I don't...
If Randall is back, that definitely changes who I'm going to... It definitely, has an impact. But if anything, Randall being back might extend this series by
I
like
don't know. We do have two possible people who could defend Jokic. We could just put both of them on the same rotation at the same time.
then who guards Aaron Gordon?
Who gives a shit? Let anyone but Jokic dominate. That's the thing.
which was the strategy last year for teams, and look what happened.
Yeah, look. As much as I trust Jokic winning, I don't know if I could fully trust the rest of the team this season to, first of all,
I
be
could.
healthy enough.
That's the only thing. Like I can trust if Jamal Murray is healthy and playing, I can trust him to help out a lot. The question is, will he
It's
be
the usual
healthy?
issue with the Nuggets.
Yeah,
He's not
it's
usually
health.
healthy.
They've been healthy. They were healthy last year. They're healthy so far this year.
I just don't know.
I think Denver is. It's just so hard to root against Jokic because he can just do it all, and it's like damn near impossible to guard him. Okay, how many points would a Finals MVP score? Is that throughout the entire like a cumulative or points per game?
Be more than the points.
Okay, so how much is
I don't know if I'm on something
how much has
for
Jokic been
Brunson.
averaging? He's averaging what, like 25 ish?
Yeah.
I think he can get that up a little bit. Uh, he's averaging 26. I think he can get that to 30. And then if it's throughout the entire playoffs, let's just say, 'cause I think most of these series probably go like 6, besides the Lakers one. So all right, so yeah, it was cumulative across the entire. I would say 660 for Jokic if he averages 30 throughout the entire playoffs.
Hold on, change that.
Why?
There's one number that should be changed.
I get what you're getting at. No, I'm not going. You know what? Fuck it. Sure. I think that's the most likely. It is just a lot tougher to predict series than it is just single games. Like I've had NFL playoff runs that were like perfect until the Super Bowl and whatnot. So
All right, you think Nuggets back to back?
yeah,
I think next. All right, so now what's on the chopping block?
the second half's about to begin.
Oh yeah, it's true. You know,
Yeah, it's just it's hard for me to root against Denver at this point. If it was the case where it was just single elimination, then I could see them being knocked out by like Minnesota or LA. But a full series with them having home court for pretty much the entire Western Conference, there's not really a question. It is so tough to play in Denver. That's right. Again, the Heat have a 10-point lead with 1/2 to play. This is where shit will hit the fan.
Yeah. The All right. So the issue with the Denver series is from the game that we played against them in the regular season. We lost because of literally the last play with Jokic pretty much getting a free pass. But if we can get it that close with our guys injured, I like our chances with our guys playing.
Yeah, that's fair. As we just left Vucevic open for a three.
Yeah, I mean, look,
And then DeRozan drive to the basket, and it's all unraveling.
yeah, the only way I could be more shocked is of wearing a full body of rubber.
All right, hero. That works.
Wait, is there an issue with the stream right now?
Oh, is I don't know what the issue would be. Okay. Okay, yeah, it's good. Good now.
Uh, will you any of these clips or any potential videos that you might make? I am sorry to any Heat fan.
Yeah, this is rough.
I'm mainly saying that because of judging by how the stream is done, I believe we might have to start making every single bit of this into a video. Hey, shout out to Casper in chat, by the way. He's going crazy there.
We're up 11 now. Just withstand as much as you can. If you're
We're
gonna
asking
lose
the
these
Heat
if you're
to
gonna lose these
stand on the
quarters,
lead. I've been praying for the Heat's downfall ever since Jimmy stopped playing regular season games.
so the beginning basically.
Pretty much, yeah.
Spam with a nice block from behind. Kobe White today. He's been playing rough, but I'll take it. Look, If he's not the one who beats us, and it's like the Rosen or Vucevic or Caruso, I'll take it as long as it's not like some random off the bench player like Batum was against Philly.
I mean, around now is the time when Batum started going up.
Yeah,
All right, Caruso.
they called a foul on that.
You know, the foul is Jovic's most used technique.
Yeah, ha May. Hey, that was a very solid run there by the Heat.
Oh yeah, he'll heat culture or some shit.
I sent it in the sports section about the Lions new uniforms. Did you get a chance to see those?
I did see the Lions uniforms. I don't care. Uh,
Again, they in my opinion they look they're the best uniforms in the league now. It's hands down.
yeah, hopefully they'll win the Super Bowl. Chiefs,
No, I mean it depends who they go up against.
they could beat the Chiefs.
I'm not saying Kansas. I mean, yeah, if they go up against like Kansas City, then I hope the Lions win. But if they go against Miami,
Who else could they go against?
I can see them going against Houston, Baltimore, Cincy. If they go up against Houston, I might be indifferent. I might be a little indifferent because Houston's about to have some really nice new uniforms as well.
Isn't it North and South divisions?
There's North, South, East, and West. There's four divisions in each conference.
Oh yeah, yeah. It was... And what's the specific set that Detroit's in?
The NFC North.
Ah, yeah. So what the hell does that mean?
The divisional opponents are the Packers, Vikings, and Bears. And then the prominent other teams in the NFC are Dallas, Philly, San Fran, uh, kind of LA, kind of the Rams, kind of Seattle. We don't bother about the NFC South. That division is weak.
I'm confused by NFL divisions.
That's fair.
That's something great to admit on a.
No, it's fair. So some of the reasons why teams are in certain divisions don't make a lot of sense. Like again, you have Indianapolis in the South Division and Miami in the East Division. A large part of like why divisions are made up the way they are is because of like older rivalries. Like you got Dallas in the East Division, even though they're one of these southernmost NFC teams.
Huh.
A lot of it is just like it's because the NFL is headquartered in New York. So like for some of them it makes sense like in relation to like New York, but for others it's just like why. And a lot of it is just back to like how because in 2002 when the Texans joined, in order to keep the divisions making sense, a lot of it was based off of rivalries that like historic rivalries. Because so like at that time, like you couldn't separate Miami and Buffalo. Those two had rivalries that date back to the '80s with Marino and Kelly.
Are you spreading more of that Dolphin propaganda?
No, that was legit the reason. It's because in the 80s and 90s, the Marino and Kelly rivalry was such a valuable rivalry to the NFL that it made no sense to split up Miami and Buffalo, even in the early 2000s. I'm sure if the NFL knew that the Brady and Manning rivalry would be the next big rivalry, they would have kept the Colts and Patriots in the same division. But nice pass by Bam to set up Hame for the slam. Then Hero with a nice tough layup hit.
ESPN commentators glazing Hero.
At least someone is.
Might be the one fan Hero has.
Yeah.
Clearly, no one in Miami is that much of a fan of him.
It's very indifferent. That's the case with a lot of South Florida sports teams. It's just indifference amongst like key players. Okay, Hame, just dish it out there. No need to take that shot.
Yeah, we get it, Richard Jefferson. You really, really love Jimmy Butler.
All right, Hero's gonna be taking some shots, some free throws. Finally, we had it. Back to being up 11. All right, Hero, good hustle, nice pass to Martin, who drills the three. That was a good sequence. And up, they ruled it a two. Perfect. Bam with the three now. Okay, we're getting into the rhythm. Not playing like absolute dog shit in the third. Let's go.
Yeah, instead they're waiting to be extra dog shit in
In
the
the
fourth.
fourth, probably, yeah.
Yeah, look at all these happy Miami fans. I'm sure nothing will happen to make them unhappy.
Who knows, man? This team is something.
Yeah, fuck you guys. If there's any other Miami fans watching this, I hate you.
He's a Knicks fan, by the way.
I hate you specifically, Thomas.
Wake against Thomas Bryant.
I have an issue with Thomas McGee, who's specifically in the Fort Lauderdale area.
Just gotta keep it up.
The fourth quarter is going to give some real good content.
Oh yeah, the fourth quarter probably would be great.
I can't wait to see the pain. By the way, if you have a paper bag on hand, make sure to cut some eye holes in it.
I don't need to do that again. I got the Dolphins in the fall. The Panthers begin their playoffs on Sunday. I'm chilling.
Well, yeah, but I wouldn't want your face to be associated with the fourth quarter.
Listen, it's fine. I have a Buffalo Bills jersey. I can switch over to the Knicks, right? That's a New York team. I got my New York Guardians XFL jersey. They played they played close to MSG.
Can't wait for them to switch MSG over to a stadium.
Honestly, that would be cool. As much I just need the Jets and Giants to say fuck you to MetLife already. I fucking hate MetLife. That stadium is dog shit.
Well, yeah, the main reason I want that to happen
Hey,
is so
Jamal
we can have
Mann's
another
going to the stadium.
WrestleMania in
Hey, Jalen
MSG.
Ramsey.
Oh, oh, yeah. Oh, Paige Bukers. She a college player or
Yeah,
something?
or if I think she might have been drafted to the WNBA. I did not keep up with it. I barely keep up with the NBA draft. You think I keep up with the WNBA stuff?
By the way, if you're a WNBA fan, and specifically a Paige Bukers fan,
Pretty sure she's a UConn
I
grad.
am not sorry at all.
Oh, great! Steal off the pass in and coast to coast for Chicago.
Smoking that heat bad.
Caleb Harden bricks a three that wasn't even really open. Tyler Hero smokes a layup that was not even close to being open. And then he smokes another layup that misses everything. Kevin Love smokes a layup but gets fouled. What the fuck was that sequence? What the fuck was that sequence?
Why was Kevin Love so happy about that?
I don't think he was. I think he wanted the and one.
We get it, Richard Jefferson. Kevin Love was really good. All right. I hate being behind because that means I have to listen to Richard Jefferson not alongside you.
I'm not listening to Richard Jefferson. I have it muted.
Oh yeah, see, here's the fun thing about Xbox. I can't mute it.
I've yeah, since
I
I
have
started
to listen to this fuckhead.
since I started these live stuff, I've always been having it muted because it's easier with it being on my iPad to have it muted. And plus, the point is to add my own commentary instead of just saying the same shit the commentators are saying. If I end up saying the same stuff, it's not because I heard what they said. As Kevin Love is back to the free throw line.
By the way, to the 0 people watching right now, uh, see, the usual thing that I'm beyond right now is currently broken. So expect the quality of these streams to go very much up as soon as that
Yeah, for
gets
the NBA
fixed.
stuff.
Can't wait to not have to listen to Richard Jefferson. By the way, I want this to be heard. Please make this into a YouTube short. I hate Richard Jefferson's bald ass head. He looks like a thumb.
Like the fucking Spy Kids thumb people.
Oh my god, his head's almost as shiny as that old Knicks logo. You remember the 3D Knicks logo?
Yeah. I'm just thinking about that TikTok where it ends with saying Richard Jefferson is now a bald ref for the BBL. As Chicago just threw that ball away on a fast break. What was that?
This game sucks.
This game's drunk. Another turnover for the Heat. Hero 3 on a fast break. Kaboom.
Oh my god, this is awful.
Welcome to Heat
If you're a
basketball.
Chicago fan, I feel bad that you have to root for this team.
So someone check on Kenny.
It's fine, he wants to lose. Oh, 4 people have liked the stream.
Hell yeah.
Apparently, over a course of this stream, 4 people have watched.
Okay, up by 20, enter in the fourth. Come, do not fuck this up.
I hate the Miami crew who's currently owing the Seven Nation Army.
Yeah, that happens.
I hate every one of these smug pricks in the audience. If you are at this Heat game currently, I hate you. Sit each and every one of you in a room and force you to watch Kendrick Nunn highlights.
Again, Kendrick Nunn played solid when he was with the Heat.
Specifically with the Lakers.
Okay.
I'd like to watch Andrew Nicholson highlights.
Hassan Whiteside highlights.
Andrea Bargnani highlights.
Alright, 22-point lead entering the fourth. Just don't fuck it up, and we're gonna be playing Boston.
I can't wait for this to be the thing said moments before this ass.
Yeah, exactly.
You're somehow going to be down by 22.
If we end up losing this game by 22. Like, just score like 17 points in the fourth, and we should be good.
You're going to let them score 40. I hate this T-Mobile commercial.
Yeah, with Jason Momoa.
If Jason Momoa is watching this, I hate you.
Why would he be watching?
I don't know. He vanity searches a lot, probably. He looks like the type of guy to be self-conscious about what people say about him.
Yeah, but so why would he be checking a Heat Bulls live reaction for what people say about him?
He has an extensive team of people who search for these kind of things. Blake pulled some NBA hot takes right now for later. We can either do them in the stream or no one watches, so we're gonna do it in a video.
uh, we're just pulling him up now.
We get to see Heat Celtics for the third time.
Fourth time.
It is? Oh, God.
Yeah. Fourth time in 5 years. Golden State will
I
end
hate
up.
that these teams have just been.
Look, finish your thought, and we'll go into the first hot take.
I don't want to.
Okay. Golden State will end up being one of the most disrespected dynasties in history because the whole team and coaching staff will be perceived as soft.
Shut up. You're a dynasty. You're not gonna be disrespected. Stop fucking complaining, dude.
So the list of ones I found was from 4 months ago. This one says the Pistons will win another game this season. They did end up winning.
They were probably right, yeah.
Vince Carter was legitimately better than about half the top 75 guys that the NBA listed.
You know, if you want to be wrong, then that's on you. He could have been better. He wasn't, though. By the way, shout out to Hawkes for that.
Yeah. Derek White is significantly better than Jaylen Brown and more valuable to the Celtics this year than Tatum.
Jaylen Brown's been the best player on the rotation.
I do think that like a role player like Derek White is definitely more valuable come playoff time.
I can't even say that, really. Not more than Jaylen Brown. Maybe even Kristaps.
So it was better than Jaylen Brown, but more valuable than Tatum.
More valuable than Tatum, though. If it wasn't for Tatum, you wouldn't have been the person. I'm just going to assume that that post's coming from a Celtics fan. In that case, appreciate your goddamn players.
When LeBron retires, the NBA will be significantly less interested.
I think it'll be more interesting.
I don't know. I think we're kind of at that point already where it's like, yeah, LeBron's there and playing and like they're in the playoffs and whatnot, but does it really matter?
I'll be honest with you, modern day LeBron was the single reason I stopped watching for like 4 years.
Derrick Rose is loved for what he could have been, not what he is/was.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah. Damn, Hero, nice 3 over Vucevic. Kobe isn't a top 5 player of all time. He's closer to 7 and 8. In fact, when Steph, Luka, Giannis, Jokic, Keegan Murray, and Wemby retire, Kobe will be pushed out of the top 10.
First, I don't know why you put Keegan Murray
Neither
there.
do
You
I.
must be a Kings fan.
Must
be a Kings fan.
That's the one thing where I'm like, oh yeah, the username is BeamTeamo32.
However, I do agree with the first half. I don't think he's top 5.
Yeah.
I think Tim Duncan beats him out slightly. Pushed out of the top 10 never happened.
Sengun will end up being a better offensive player than Jokic.
Shut up. That's a Rockets fan right there.
Probably. Luka retires with the most points scored in the NBA.
What was that?
Luka retires with the most points scored in NBA history.
He's going to retire by season 10 of his career.
Exactly. It won't last long enough.
His style of play is begging for an injury.
Dr. J is the most overrated player ever. Couldn't shoot, only had one hand. He was just really athletic for the era.
He won a championship.
With the Sixers of all teams.
Granted, he had Moses Malone on his team, but he was still one of the best post players of all time, especially for his size. However, yeah, he couldn't shoot for shit.
If LeBron never left Cleveland, he'd probably only have one ring, if that, and wouldn't have GOAT status. Honestly, I could see it. Cleveland was just
Shouldn't have
not
left
really.
Miami in the long run.
Cleveland. Cleveland was not ready to. Cleveland was not building a team around LeBron during those early 2000s. And if they keep
He
LeBron,
needed to
they'll
leave.
yeah, he needed to leave. So yeah.
However, he shouldn't have left Miami. I will say that.
Yeah, but like if he never leaves Cleveland, him only having one ring, I could see it. And that's being generous because I think it's a better safe bet that if he never leaves Cleveland, they don't get Kyrie. Prime Rockets Harden was better than Prime MJ.
Can you send me the app person?
So again, these were from 4 months ago. Wizards gonna make a run at the playoffs. They did not.
That's the funniest thing I've heard.
The Wizards would make a playoff run. As Kevin Love, it's a 3 over Vucevic.
The one time the Kings or the Wizards ever made a playoff run was that championship year.
Kobe would easily be the GOAT if MJ taught him how to treat the media.
Maybe if he taught him not to go to or not to bring women into hotels.
Yeah.
If you taught him maybe how to be a teammate, also would have been a good thing.
The 3-point line needs to be pushed back 2 or 3 feet to rebalance the game. Just get rid of the corner threes. The game needs to make changes so the mid-range game is equally as valuable as the 3.
I agree with getting rid of corner threes. I don't know if pushing it back is going to really do much.
No, because you have a lot of teams that are practicing for a 4-point line already, even though that's highly unlikely.
Yeah, Senior no defense is the biggest example.
Yeah. Hame with the and 1. James Harden was robbed of 2 MVPs and 1 title for the sake of narrative and ratings.
James Harden robbed himself.
Yeah, shooting 0 for 27 from 3 in that one game.
Yeah, and forcing his way out of 3 separate teams, though. There's adjustment too. It's difficult to tell with how fickle James Harden is.
We'll see if this one most likely is not coming true, but you never know. But Luka will win his first MVP this season. I don't see it happening. I have Jokic winning the MVP.
Yeah, I'm Shea.
LaMelo Ball.
Even though
Like, finish your thought about Shea. 'Cause this one's funny.
Even though I don't think Shea is as good as people think he is, I think he'll still win. But yeah, what's that thing about LaMelo Ball?
LaMelo Ball is a top 5 point guard in the league when he's on the court.
That's the issue. He's never on the court.
Yeah. De'Aaron Fox is the next Mike Conley with accolades, but but better stats.
Mike Conley.
I think Gary Payton is the third best point guard of all time.
What?
I don't know what this dude is smoking.
Over Oscar Robertson? What? He didn't even win a championship as a main player. By the way, the Miami crowd is chanting, "We want Boston."
Yeah,
No, you don't.
Yeah, that's gonna go. Did they not see what fucking happened to Toronto after they chanted "We want Florida" last year?
Heat fans, they don't think. Yeah, I know that firsthand. See, the fun part about that is he didn't get the thing. He didn't get what I was saying there, Bulla.
Paul George is the most aesthetically pleasing NBA player to watch.
It's an opinion.
Yeah. Kobe Bryant was Russell Westbrook with good PR.
You think Kobe had good PR?
This person does, apparently.
Are they like 12? They not know about that?
LeBron is not better than Kobe and not top 5 all time.
I'm all for LeBron slander, but
But that's
going a bit too far.
What is this supposed to mean? If Wemby's back wasn't shaped like a question mark, he'd be taller than Taco Fall. What the fuck is that supposed to mean?
At what point in the stream is time stamp that and make it a clip? Make that a short. Making this shit is. What the fuck is that?
I need to screenshot this. What is that supposed to mean?
I don't know. I'm now going to say that for the rest.
If his back wasn't shaped like a question mark, he'd be taller than Taco Fall.
Okay.
That's
Put that on TikTok. Put that on TikTok and YouTube Shorts.
So back to the actual hot take.
Yeah.
Julius Randle is a top 3 power forward this season and top 25 all time.
Played. And top 25 power forward isn't hard to break.
Yeah.
So sure.
No, I don't think it's saying top 25 power forward. I think it's saying top 25 player all time.
Look, as a Knicks fan, you're high.
Okay, I found another person who's saying shit just to say shit. Michael Jordan isn't top 5 all time.
I want to know what their actual top. Go into the replies of that. See if they say who their actual top 5 is.
Okay. So LeBron, Bill Russell, Kareem, Kobe, and then the 5th is either Magic, Wilt, Shaq, Bird, or Duncan.
What?
Yeah, he doesn't have a definitive 5th, but it's either Magic, Wilt, Shaq, Bird, or Duncan. And his reasoning, the reasoning is, you can't hold the 66 finals highly because of the amount of other players who have more finals wins and are also undefeated in finals. Citing John Havlicek, Casey Jones, Tom Sanders, and Robert Horry.
What?
I don't know.
They weren't the star players.
Exactly.
Robert Horry was off the bench. Jordan averaged 30s.
Alright, those are all the hot takes that are really worth discussing.
That's. If I never have to hear any James Harden hot take again, it'll be too soon.
The fucking Wemby one is hilarious. I need to remember to make that into a short.
I'm gonna remind you literally tomorrow, probably.
Yeah.
Make this short a TikTok, a Vine, I don't know.
Vine. Question mark. Like, how do you think of that? Sunday at 1 p.m. the Heat play Boston. I'm not gonna be able to watch it. Even if I was gonna be home for that, I probably would watch the Panther game instead.
Is that about all we'll do for the stream? I'm not gonna bother watching the rest of the game.
Yeah, this game,
You won.
the Heat are up by 30. This game is basically over, so yeah, I think we're just gonna call it here. So, thanks everyone for tuning in who did. Tomorrow, I'm gonna be back for the play-by-plays at some point in the future, probably for like when the NFL comes around. We'll have Toast more involved with the football play-by-play streams. NFL draft next week.
Yeah, he's gonna force me to.
Yeah. NFL draft next
Probably
week.
also gonna force me to do that one.
Oh yeah, you're gonna be a part of the draft stream. I mean, hell, that's your team reveal, dog.
Yeah, it is.
So, yeah.
If I end up as a Bears fan, I'm not gonna be a Bears fan. That's
You're
it.
not gonna. But yeah, see everyone tomorrow. Have
I think
yourself.
it's a damn good one. Yeah, you're not stealing my line
Even
anymore.
though I have been the past like few months. Whatever. Peace.
It's my line.